Yeah, I mean, obviously, no one was happy about that game on what was it Wednesday there, and um, you know, Coach Dan, he told us how it felt. He told us how we played, and we knew we didn't play well. We knew we didn't have our stuff, and he um, yeah, I'm not gonna specify on exactly what he said, but obviously he motivated us for sure. Definitely let us know that we didn't play well and we knew it, but he let us know and said that he wanted us respond pretty well today for today's game, and I feel like we did tonight for sure.
Yeah, one thing he did specify in here was a very slow start on Wednesday night. I think that's what seemed to upset him most. Is that something that he impressed upon you guys that come out tonight or in future games or for the rest of the season that we need to start faster?
Yeah, for sure, for sure. We definitely didn't start out well enough on Wednesday. I think after the game on Monday, I think I said those exact things. We got to come out strong on Wednesday because we just played a good game and beat them, and we didn't. They took it to us, and we definitely knew we needed a response tonight. Obviously, we were down one in the first, but I felt like we controlled a lot of the play. I felt like we had a lot of shots, and we outshot them. I'm not sure exact number, but I think we had a good period even if the score didn't say so. So we knew those goals were coming, and you got a couple quick ones in the second there.
Shane, the final score, of course, 4-3, but do you feel like you guys won this one pretty decisively? Like, that's what it felt like.
Yeah, for sure. I think we were definitely the better team tonight. I think top to bottom, we played a great game tonight. I think obviously it's a 1 goal game, but I feel like it could have been 3-4 goal lead just with the way we played the entire game. We just shift after shift, every single line, every deep pair, and Stezzy in the pipes once again, just an unreal game from him. And yeah, great game overall, and definitely try to build off that one tomorrow as well.
Personally, you had the 3 assists. I think that's probably the most you've had in Fireworks uniform.
Yeah.
Um, how did you feel about facilitating tonight? A lot of people know you as a scorer, but you really have shown recently, especially, that you can be a guy who can set other teammates up.
Yeah, I think it's just making the right play at the right time. Whether that's to shoot it, whether that's to pass it. Obviously, I'm playing with some pretty talented guys on my wing, so I'm often getting the puck in scoring areas and shooting. But yeah, I'm just trying to make the right play at the right time, and if that's pass or that's shoot, whatever it is, just try to make that play.
And now you guys have an opportunity. It's still long season, but would it be significant for you guys to win tomorrow and maybe move into a second place position in the division?
For sure, 100%. I think Ontario is definitely a team that we're fighting with. Calgary is as well, but Ontario for sure is a team we're fighting with. They've kind of had our number a little bit this year with a couple times we played them. So yeah, huge game. I think they're like 2 points ahead of us in the standings, so and a game in hand. So if we win, we'll jump in the standings, which is always huge. And going to their building as well, away game. It's a big game tomorrow for sure.
All right, thanks,
Good.
Thank you,
Shane.
man.
Appreciate
Thanks,
it,
guys.
man.
Appreciate it. Nice game
All the best,
tonight.
man.
Thank you.
Shane, when we last saw Dan Bilesma on Wednesday night, was very displeased, like more than probably have ever seen him before. And I think, saw some results from that tonight, the way that you guys came out and the way that you played much of the game. What happened between Wednesday night and the start of this game tonight with Fireflies?
I mean, Dan challenges just to a player. There's opportunities in a game. You're paid for the way you skate and your skill and all that, and that's great. But there are pockets with the way each team plays that puts your team in positions where you have to kind of build momentum. And there were some opportunities. I think the Wednesday night game where we fed the other team. We did not kind of starve what they did well. We had talked about some things in our room about plays that we want to make on the wall or on breakouts, whatever, that we just did not do, and it's really difficult to play well when you're that discombobulated. Tonight we're just more organized, which lets you kind of work harder and just be more certain of the routes you want to take, and then the execution gets better, and then you score more goals, and that's that.
They got that early lead, but did it feel like you guys, it was inevitable you guys were gonna answer that, and obviously you had that with your goal. Was that kind of the feeling of the team? You guys had that?
Yeah, I'd say we do a really good job as a group, just staying in the moment and knowing that we can score goals. I thought we were kind of patient with our process, and it's we're a dangerous team. Anytime we're coming from behind, we can have the ability to put up a lot of shots and take over games, and so I think we feel comfortable there. It's about having the discipline. I think, for example, to build our lead, not get away from what got us in that position tonight, and just have some poise. It got a little close at the end, and those are the challenges you go through over the course of a season. That if you're able to kind of make some deposits and look around as a group and count on each other, come playoffs, you're that much stronger.
This level of intensity tonight was definitely heightened. You could tell in style and result. As a veteran, how do you help lead the team, especially through this busy part of the season? Stay at that level. We've kind of seen it come and go over the course of the season a little bit, especially here at home.
Mm-hmm.
You guys got back to 500 tonight. How do you help maintain that level with the rest of the way?
I think the execution, anytime, I take a lot of pride in the quality of player I am in this league and being more veteran. I mean, anytime I can make the game easier for the other four, that's my goal. That's my job. We have a lot of guys that, do that for me. And, as a teammate, you want to provide that trust for them. I think tomorrow's a very different game. Ontario has a unique style. I actually find that about this conference just personally. Like there's kind of a wide spread of how teams play that is different than anything I've particularly experienced in the East, but that's a different story. So there are going to be plays that we have to make tomorrow in order to build momentum for our team, so that our pace can come out, our skill can come out. We can roll the next line over, and not be chasing pucks in the game from behind and pucks going our way.
Expand on what you just said there. It's interesting that I think we saw that last year and this year that the level of competition, certainly the Pacific is more muscular, but the diversity in styles, pretty distinct with a lot of the different teams. Obviously, different, everyone's got different players and different skill sets, but the schemes and styles really varied across this division.
They do. I think there's a lot more, rush play in general at this, side of the conference. A little bit more size and muscular is one thing, but I think it's reach, just like reach off the rush and plays that guys can make. But it's really the difference in structure. I feel like in the East, just a lot more emphasis of getting pucks in and around the net. There's a lot more net battle. There's a lot more, forechecking and things like that. Whereas there's a lot more neutral zone sort of rush scheming going on. Calgary has 3 out, for example, a lot. Ontario will be even more passive at times, kind of with the LA Kings 1-3-1. They'll do that. So it's just a different challenge. Teams like, I don't know, Bakersfield does a lot of the flipping where they want to exit their own zone as fast as possible, and San Diego's pretty crafty off the rush and really willing to come with 4 and 5 defensemen and stuff. So it's just, I think team to team is a little bit more of an adjustment.
which I think's just as a professional something different that you have to prepare for. Particularly for younger players, I think you underestimate sometimes just how different the certain plays are going to be each night that you might have to make.
We asked Shane. It's obviously we're kind of just entering the second half of the season, and so there's still a lot of hockey left to be played. But is tomorrow night's game a pretty important one in terms of that division spot you guys want to be in?
It's really tight. I mean, we can look at the top and made tonight's game very important. And I think as a group we just evaluated our first half. Like we've had a lot of really good efforts, and then we've had some really good efforts where we found a way to lose, and then we've had some really poor efforts. So you kind of nix just a few. You're gonna have duds. You're gonna have games where you play well and lose. Fine, but like the quantity of them matters, and it's how many wins you tally up at the end of the year, and so that's kind of our challenge for our group. Um, I think we can win a lot of different ways, and every good team does, and I think materializing that in the second half here is going to be really pivotal for us.
All right, man.
Anytime.
Appreciate your time.
No problem.
it doesn't matter to me.
For you? Yeah, we asked the other guys who came in here just what the vibe was for you guys coming into this game. Obviously, disappointing loss on Wednesday. It seemed like the energy was a lot different. What you say?
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Like we had a talk in locker room. Like we gotta start. Like we gotta be prepared. Right from the get go and right from the start of the game. And I think we did that. We play by the game plan, and I think like we've played like way better than the past game.
Yeah, I would agree. It was much better.
Yeah,
I even thought tonight was maybe some of the best games we've seen from certain players the entire season. Definitely one of your best games
yeah.
tonight. Did you feel that way?
Yeah, yeah. That was good. I mean, I had a lot of time on the park, a lot of and I was in a lot of situations which I'm good at. So I was trying to just skate and make something happen on the ice and like play the right way and win the game. So
Yeah, you referenced that you talked, I think, amongst your teammates after the last game. Is that just with your teammates? I also talked with your coaches about starting faster was one thing that coach referenced last night. Were those mostly conversations with your teammates, or was that kind of with the coaching staff as well?
with the coaching staff as well, we had a talk and everybody agreed on that. Like there's gonna be games which we are maybe not our best, or maybe we feel like we don't have extra step, but we gotta play better. And I think like today we had the energy too, and we played the right way, and I think like we played really good.
Calgary, you guys now have beaten them 3 times this month. Uh, one of the better teams in the division. How important is that for you guys to win games against these teams you're competing against for the division?
Yeah, like they're a really good team, and I mean it gives everyone confidence, and that's the thing what we realized after these games. Like we beating these top teams, so we need to do this every time, and that doesn't matter who we play against. And I think if we like stick what we played like against Calgary or other good teams, and we do it every game, doesn't matter who we play, like we will walking out of the game happy and with a point.
And we were also talking about how you guys are in this stretch where you're playing so many games in a short period of time. I know for hockey players, it's just how you guys are. You guys are used to that, but does this particular part of the season become a little more challenging than say like the first half of the season when the games are a little more spread out?
Yeah, like I said, sometimes it's hard. Like, but when you're winning games, you can get the momentum. You play game by game, and it's going fast. And actually, like when you when you're feeling good, whole team winning games, you can earn so much from these games. Because you are just playing every other day, and you feel you're just playing all the time. So like otherwise, like when you have like a week between the games, it's kind of sometimes hard, even harder than play more games in a row. Just like for me, I would say.
So now coming into another big game tomorrow down Ontario, is it probably a good thing you're coming off a good win like this to carry some of that momentum over without much of a break?
Yes, definitely, and that's we gotta come tomorrow with the same mindset like we came today. Like maybe it's gonna be a little bit more challenging with the travel too before the game, but like if we're gonna have the same mindset, we can bring the momentum what we had today, and we can repeat the same what we did today.
Well, thanks,
Good.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks. Appreciate it. All right, good victory tonight. Whatever you said or did Wednesday night and this evening seemed to have great effect. What'd you do?
Mm, it's what they said, what they did.
One thing they did among the positives, I think, first goal the Fighters scored tonight. It's basically a blueprint of what you described of what you'd like to see. Maybe my personal favorite goal of the season, because it was all effort. It was all forechecking and it was all hustle and keeping the puck in the zone and creating an opportunity. That
Tell me who scored it again. I'm blanking. I
Connor, yeah.
Connor. Yes. Yep. Yep.
But
Yep.
and it was a great
Yes.
shot by him, but it was basically the result of three other dudes putting in ceaseless hustle to make that opportunity happen.
Yep.
Although he didn't score, he baited you the moment. I'm sure.
Yeah. I thank you. Good job by you reminding me. It was because you were right. All parts of it. The mindset to put the puck in, the forecheck. We were grinding them in the offensive zone. You talk about playing that way. You talk about being able to draw more penalties, which was a part of that play, and then we score, with a delayed penalty happen, and so good job on you seeing it. I do have a camera up there watching you guys, so
Really?
I get reports.
Shane said that despite the one goal win, he thought this was a decisive win. You guys up, going into a pretty big game tomorrow night. How do you feel about that? Was this a kind of the decisive win you're looking for? Or do you still feel like there's still some things you guys want to do a little better?
This game had a lot in it. There was us getting the first goal, and power plays, taking penalties during our power play. We take have to start the second period essentially for 4 minutes, killing a penalty there, and I think it's a decisive moment in the game. They've got 4 minutes of power play to start the second, and excuse me, our penalty killers did a great job of killing that off, and there was some physicality and some momentum in the second by our team, by Mac. I the fight says something, but the physicality and the hit before it says more to me. And the same thing with Jimmy's fight. It's brought on by the physicality. And the game. I thought after the kill, after the fights, our team kind of played the way we wanted to play, and had a ton of ozone time, and kind of, I don't want to, like, the game was in our favor, was going in our favor, and I think everyone felt it. And then it continues in the third. We got to kill another penalty. We get the great shorthanded effort by Studes and Pets to get that goal. We get up 4-1, and then the game. I don't want to say it swung, but they're a good team, and they fought back, and they get the second and the third goal to make it a nail biter at the end, and the end of the game, you get a tough situation, and we go out and win 4 draws and ice the puck every time, alleviate the pressure, and so I would have liked to win the game 4-1, but I like the challenge and the response from our team when it got tight there at the end.
Andrew owes me $1.
Andrew.
Totally just Andrew John.
Okay,
So
there's a couple Andrews and.
playing, and I said, well, he'll get in a fight tonight. I bet you $1. And I mean, it's a pretty safe bet that when he dresses, he doesn't dress every game nor every other game, but when he does, you kind of feel like you insert him in the lineup because you want to make that statement of physicality, and he's probably going to get in a fight. Is that accurate? And it works.
I am not going to participate in gambling on the an American Hockey League game. It's a gamble. So I'm to have no part in this conversation.
Okay. As far as an alternate personnel conversation, Alonso, not play tonight? Any particular reason?
He was injured, yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Another big game tomorrow for you guys. Can you say it's a big game when there's still half the season left?
I feel like they're, I feel like we're at a, maybe I felt this way for a little bit. I felt like we're at a point now where they're all big games. Like, we're playing Calgary tonight, and it's a big game. It might be the 37th game of the year, and we might be ticking over the halfway mark, but felt like it was I felt like it was a huge match for us tonight, and that only sets us up for a big game tomorrow night against Ontario, a team that's I don't exactly know what happened tonight in the American Hockey League other than what happened here, but they're right there neck and neck with us in the standings, and feel like we're going to be neck and neck with them all season long, and so I think I think game 38 is a pretty big match.
Yeah, it did get a little tighter because Tucson lost tonight. So
Who did they play? I only was fixated on. It just feels like it's going to be neck and neck the rest of the way for 4 or 5 teams here going. We're not even close, I think, to the stretch, but just it's the I think the competition is a lot higher and a lot better from the top 6, 7 teams, and I even think that from Bakersfield, they've missed the 2 games in San Diego, and they've got 5 or 6 in hand on most every one of us, and but if they win at the rate they have been winning, they're going to be right in that mix too, and that makes 6 or 7 of us all within 4 or 5 points of each other.
well, all the best tomorrow, Dan.
All right. See, I wouldn't announce it out loud. I don't know what